from Connecticut, running the ball through X.
First thing you notice is the size of these OU midfielders. They're not small. Got a little crease feed here. Nice little one-handed grab by 11. Moves it over.
Now, I spoke to Coach Purcell, TCU's head coach, and he said that, Eddie Arnold and Matt Hammond, those guys that are doing the heavy lifting for OU, the matchup to watch there is if Drew O'Brien and Logan Smith, the guys they have matched up against them, can seem to hold their own 1v1.
Yeah, we've got Logan Smith on ball, and you see right there he's actually able to dispossess Eddie Arnold before he's able to pick the ball back up off the turf and move it. Both these teams run a pretty similar offensive brand. They're trying to attack the defense, force them to rotate, and then skip that ball around until we can attack the reapproach. Pretty sound fundamental stuff here. Both really well-coached teams. Obviously, as we said, OU's head coach Mario got Coach of the Year this year, so congratulations to him. Runs a real tight ship, and he's got his guys here in the semifinal. Somewhere they haven't been since, I believe, 2015.
These programs are two programs that I don't believe have any LSA titles between them, so they're both looking to punch their first ticket to the LSA championship game tomorrow. We've already seen SMU take down the favorite Texas earlier today.
Yeah, let's see if TCU can recreate a little bit of magic of their own.
Tight ball game so far. Goaltenders with 3 saves already in the first 3 minutes. Ryan Lawton, a freshman goalkeeper for TCU, came in and took the position from Austin Birch, who'd been a 3 or 4 year starter there in Fort Worth, and came in and just made himself too valuable to keep off the field to the coaching staff. These two teams met earlier in the year, Oklahoma taking that win up in Norman, a game in which TCU traveled pretty light. They only had 16 guys, and as I mentioned, they did not play Ryan Lawton in that game, so this is a little bit of a different matchup.
Yeah, and that game was also coming off of a back-to-back where they were traveling from playing Texas State on Saturday morning, driving all the way to Norman, Oklahoma from there to play on the next Sunday against OU, the #1 seed in the North.
It's a tough trip.
It is a tough trip.
Goals are going to be at a premium here. I think we have O'Brien here on the ball.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
A little harder to see those purple numbers on that black jersey.
Yeah, they definitely weren't
across the field.
They definitely weren't thinking about our eyes when they were making those, but it's okay. They look pretty good out there.
So if we're a little on calling out the right horn frog, because it's tough to see.
A lot of turnovers here early. Let's see if these guys can get these jitters out of the way. And another turnover yet again. Yeah, OU's looking to push transition here, but again, another turnover.
We're definitely have a loud crowd here tonight, mostly OU Sooners.
Oh yeah, getting rowdy. I'm glad they made the trip over the Red River here down to Texas. Welcome.
For those of you just tuning in, this is your first game. This is actually our 4th game of the day here at Crum Lacrosse Complex, and we're playing on the white lines. This field is lined for quite a few sports. We're playing on the whites today. This is our 4th game today. Like I said, we had the earlier D1 matchup in which SMU took down Texas. Earlier we had the D2 semifinals, and we're going to have that final tomorrow, and it's going to be Louisiana versus Texas Dallas.
Got our first big hit of the game. TCU defenseman number 36 finds.
That's a nice pickup.
Yeah, great pickup in transition there. He's got three OU defensemen on him, though. He's going to want to move this ball out from pressure. Did he get a touch? All right, tried and true. We got our first comment of the game by Jason DiGiovanni. He says, I missed the opening face-off for OU TCU, so you may have addressed this, but what are the key matchups for each team? So as we said, some of the key matchups are going to be these attackmen, these 2 stud attackmen from OU versus their defensemen, as we said.
Brian and Smith, that's
exactly.
a big matchup.
Yeah, that's a big matchup. And then also just the duel of these 2 goalies, although they're not necessarily going against each other one-on-one. They will be little dueling goalie battle going on all night.
Goals are going to come as a premium tonight, like I mentioned. So both of these teams are going to have to really, really work that ball, and they're not going to be able to take the first look they have. They're really going to have to work for the best look.
Yeah, it's absolutely right. And the latent function of that is going to be that they're going to control possession for the game. And that's going to tire out the defense for the opposite team, which is going to increase their goal output. So we might see a lot of possession here from each team.
Nick Vreeberg
Nice
going to try to post up and back down his defender.
Oh, they're actually going to call that a pass. I'm actually kind of thinking it was a shot.
Yeah.
Kind of just got dislodged. Might have been a defenseman getting up to the elbow.
We've mentioned the officiating today has been very consistent.
Oh, yeah.
Good job from those guys in the stripes today.
Yeah, they don't get a lot of love all the time, but you know what? We love them, and we appreciate them. And they can't hear this, but you know what? Maybe someday they will.
Like I said, my name is Cliff White. I'm with Patrick Franklin here. We'd love to hear you tweet us. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. Ask us some questions, some stuff you'd like to hear us address on the podcast, on the Gamecast, not the podcast. My Twitter handle's @LoneStarPowerRanks. Patrick is @PatrickFranklin24.
That's right. I think you probably got mixed up with the podcast because you've been doing a couple podcasts recently.
I have been doing some podcasts.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Third Coast Lacrosse Patio is ran by a gentleman in Lafayette that is trying his best to grow the game in our Gulf South area, Casey McDonald. And he invited me on since I run a blog and write about the LSA in general and the MCLA lacrosse scene in general, that I knew a little bit about the teams in this area. So he's invited me on and been a co-host for them and kind of covering both this conference and the SELC.
Yeah,
so
awesome.
Make sure at Third Coast Lacrosse Patio, make sure you give us a listen.
Yeah. Good chase by the goalie here. Unable to get it, but and as you said earlier, these crowds are kind of pouring in here.
Yeah.
And to be fair, these might be two of the closest programs to the area, although Oklahoma is still a bit of a drive.
SMU's pretty close to here.
Yeah, they had a good fan turnout this afternoon around 4 o'clock, and I think they might have helped punch their ticket to the championship game. Looks like we got a timeout here. Coach wants to talk it over, and see what they get dialed up out of this timeout.
I'm going to thank Stickstar Lacrosse there for taking just what must be the worst picture ever taken of me and posting that online. So thank you very much for that. I've got a face for radio, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, and we also want to say thanks for Stickstar Lacrosse for bringing you this action. It's a LSA semifinal matchup between OU, the North Division #1 team out of the North Division, and the #3 TCU Horned Frogs, as well as all the games we've had today. As we said, we've had it's our 4th game of the day. We're running on a little bit of battery fuel here, but we're getting it going, and we're excited to see the LSA lacrosse being broadcasted to you guys out in various places of the world. So, if you're in one of those really obscure places, or even just maybe Oklahoma, why don't you go ahead and tweet us and tell us about how your watching experience is going.
Patrick, for those who don't know you, why don't you give the viewers your lacrosse background? What qualifies you to know anything about these teams?
Well, I'm last 2 years I've been an assistant coach at Texas State University after a 3-year playing career there. I actually did coach against both these teams, and so have gotten quite a bit of looks at each of these squads throughout the year. And I think both teams really well-run programs, both great from the top down. The coaches are both very inspiring coaches that care about their kids, and it shows in their play and the way their teams play for them. It's truly awesome to watch.
Yeah, so in your coaching duties, you've done a lot of scouting for both these guys in your games, so you're very, very familiar with the personnel and what their tendencies are. So Patrick knows what he's talking about, fellas. Listen to him. So we're going to come out.
Looks like we're going an open set. TCU, something they like to do is start most of their sets in open, see if they can't get a team to slide adjacently, try to find a shooting spot. We'll eventually look to get out of this into a 1-3-2.
Oklahoma's being awfully aggressive
on
their defensive off-ball pressure.
Which is very rare when you're in an adjacent package. A lot of times it'll come back to bite you due to the fact that your slides are adjacent, so it's kind of hard to be helping inside when you're all the way out on your man. We'll see how that plays out as this game goes on, but for now we've got a guy back to the crease for TCU, and we're in a 1-3-2 from up top. Ooh, and a shot just off the pipe. I believe that was Cartwright.
That is Kyle Cartwright.
Yeah.
Is that our first post shot all day?
I think the post might have gotten the best of some people in the first game of the day. I can't recall. But that's a great take from Cartwright. He's a big attackman who's looking to beat his guy topside and shoot on the run. He's not afraid to pull it from that running spot. Got a little GB on the crease. Going to have to clear that crease.
Ryan McCabe, big ground ball.
A little fast break here, but OU's midfielder can't keep his feet.
Turf monster.
Coach Anea calls his timeout. Great job. Yep. Wanted to get his D-Mitty off the field, make sure he didn't make a decision that he might regret a little bit later on in the game.
Well, this is definitely a different coaching style that we've seen in some of the earlier games. Some of those teams that were run and gun, they wouldn't take a timeout if you made them. We've already had 2 here in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, and if you look over to our scoreboard, we got 5 minutes, 10 seconds left. A couple of zeros hanging out on this board, and I think especially for OU, the goalies have been playing pretty top. I mean, obviously there's no goal scored yet, but we already have 3 goals over here for
3 saves. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, 3 saves. Definitely not 3 goals. And Ryan Lawton's got one of his own as well, so we'll see if that can continue that stellar goal play as it did throughout the season.
I think you're seeing the teams, they're settling in. The nerves have settled. We've taken 2 timeouts. They're going to get, where they need to be and start executing their game plan. We haven't really seen an extended offensive set yet from Oklahoma, so maybe that's what Coach Anea kind of wanted to focus on.
We got another tweet here. I believe it is from a spouse of a TCU coach, Coach Cause, saying, doing a great job, good camera work, feed is very clear. I want to shout out to our cameraman. He's been crushing it all day.
We have not given him a shout out all day.
No.
So well done.
Well done.
Well done to the production guys.
Yeah, Reggie and the boys are doing some good work back there. We love it.
They make us look good.
Yeah. They do.
OU's going to work it up from midfield on a righty dodge down the alley. Rolling inside. Just sent a little bit wide. Lawton may have got a piece of it, and they're going to give the ball to TCU. Just to show you how small the lacrosse world is, we had Valerie Cause just tweet at us, her husband Chris Cause, an assistant coach for the TCU Horned Frogs. They used to live in Birmingham, Alabama, and I played against Coach Cause when I was in college for the men's club. And small world, small lacrosse community.
Yeah, it's funny how small it can be. Truly, a lot of connections through a lot of these teams. Another one actually, we have a pair of brothers playing against each other on these teams. So it's
Creedon brothers.
That's right, Creedon brothers. Face-off guy for TCU as well as a midfielder from OU.
So you got number 11, Nicholas Creedon, a midfielder over at OU, and you've got face-off midfielder William Creedon, both from McKinney, Texas, and wonder if their parents here today. Maybe one of them's in each jersey.
Well, house divided. OU's looking to push possession here.
Brothers playing against each other in LSA is not that rare of an occurrence. Most recently, we had the Statler brothers.
Out of Houston and
Texas A&M.
Texas A&M, and a nice save. Nice save. First time he's really been tested here early. It's a really, really good save for Ryan Lawton to get this thing going, maybe get his mojo piped up for the rest of the game here, but can't keep the ball. OU, nope, well, TCU gets the ball back on another turnover. A lot of play in between the boxes here. I'm thinking it's going to be like that for the whole night. These two teams are both pretty scrappy and like to make their presence felt physically in between the boxes.
Temperatures dropping here in Dallas. We were expecting some bad weather earlier, hoping that we didn't get rained out. We managed to dodge the weather, but the temperature has dropped about 10 or 15 degrees in the last hour. We'll see if that continues on, if that has any kind of effect on the game.
Just under 2 minutes and 40 seconds left here in the first quarter. And we have a flag down. I'm assuming it's going to be a slash on number 9 here for the Sooners.
That's Matt Cohen.
Cohen.
6'2" LSM from Plano West.
There you go, a little Plano flavor. I'm Plano myself, so I can totally respect that, even though I'm from the senior side of things. And it looks like OU's going to go man up here. My apologies, TCU is going to go man up here. If I remember correctly, TCU is going to be looking to go from a 2-3-1 from behind here. They're going to try to see just how well Oklahoma's defense is going to be able to rotate with this. It's a bit tricky because you're going to have one man stop ball and one man stop the step down shot. And I'm good. They're settling into this 2-3-1 from behind.
With the goalies that are this talented, you're really going to have to take advantage of every extra man opportunity you have. It may be your best opportunity.
And that was not it.
Score.
We're going to have to figure out how to get a better shot than that. And they get the ball back, and looks like they're going to have a chance to. Shooting spot, step in.
Side.
Chris Tomaselli, senior tackman. Got him to rotate. Looking for a through pass now. Here it is, step down, shot. And we got our first goal of the game. Yeah, call it just how I told you it's going to happen. I got a defense rotating and got a step down there for, I believe it's Chris Tomaselli.
Chris Tomaselli's going to put one top corner.
Senior captain.
Low to high, great shot.
Out of Franklin, Massachusetts. He's come a long way. And looks like we got our first goal against LSA first team all-conference goalie. See how OU responds on this next face-off.
1:45 left in the first.
Got a little bit of greetings going on between number 20 and 14 on the sideline here.
A little bit.
I'm just saying hi. Just saying hi. It's going to be a friendly little gathering here.
That's Jack Hunley and I'm not sure. I'm looking at the depth chart. Jack Martin.
Yeah, they're definitely introducing themselves. Just saying, just a little howdy. You know, nothing crazy. Nice ground ball pickup. You're going to want to get those. And Chris Thomas with the ball again, looking to push it. Slings it through to Veerberg.
They're going to go ahead and make this a slow break while they go ahead and transfer their D players off the field. Once again, my name is Cliff White with Patrick Franklin. Here in Southern Methodist University in Dallas, the Crum Lacrosse Complex for the LSA Division I semifinal number 2 game. I'd like to hear from you. Go ahead and tweet at us at Patrick Franklin24. At Lone Star Power Ranks.
Ooh, and a crease feed almost leads to an OU goal to respond. But it's gobbled up by Ron Lawton.
Yeah, that's his 3rd or 4th of the day.
Yeah, really getting it going. You know, as you say that, we actually just got a tweet in from Gina Vreeberg. I'm going to guess this is
I'm wondering if that's Nick's
mother
or sister.
She's saying go TCU, sick 'em frogs, and just cheering on our number 2. We'll see if he can find the back of the net here in a little bit. I'm sure he will at some point in this contest. We got a little bit of a Gilman here. Great job by the defenseman to have it back over.
Drew O'Brien just giving him the business there. And we had a quick first quarter.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be it for me. Hype Man's going to log out here. Going to hand it over to the main man, the big dog. We call him Nonosh, which means Godfather in Greek for all you people that are uncultured and want to learn something new today. Just kidding. We love all of you. I'm not getting spiteful. We appreciate you guys being on this little live feed with us, and it's been a lot of fun today. So I appreciate you guys engaging with us on Twitter.
Patrick,
make sure.
We're going to see you tomorrow.
Oh yeah, you'll see a lot of me. I might even get out there and play a little bit. We'll see.
But Patrick's going to be back with us tomorrow for the LSA championship games, and he's going to turn it over to Anthony Crimmins.
That's right, the main man. So feel free to tweet now instead of at me. I mean, you can still tweet at me, but go ahead and send those over to Stickstar Lacrosse from now on. And as always,
at stickstarlax.
At stickstarlax, and as always, let's give it up for our boy Cliff White and Lone Star Power Rank as well. Thanks.
And we're back.
All right, Anthony, how are you feeling about the first quarter there?
I think it was excellent. Wall-to-wall action. Not a lot of buckets being scored, but
Makes for a quick game.
that's right. Not a lot of stops in terms of the gameplay. But both of these teams are big, strong, physical groups, applying a lot of pressure on the defensive side of the field. And I'm excited to see if it's going to open up here in a little bit.
So Sam Sheldon's out for the Sooners against William Creedon. For the Frogs, only had one face-off so far.
2 face-offs.
This will be the second.
Right. Well, starting one and then after the first goal.
You're right. This will be the third.
Semantics.
Thought we were sir.
There's a flag down, and it looks like the Frogs are going to go man up here again. I don't know. Did they technically cash in on the first one?
They did. Well, I think they did it right as time expired. So you're not technically out of the penalty until the defense recovers. So.
You're not even till you're even. That's why when you release a player, everybody starts saying even when they're released. You're not even until he's all the way in and you're completely matched up.
He's that guy that makes that call.
That's right. 2-3-1 from behind. They move it through X. The shooting spot. Back behind. Behind again to the shooting spot on the opposite side. Tendy's up to the challenge.
That was a rocket right to the chest.
Center mass. Want to try and move that guy.
Again, having trouble distinguishing numbers on the far side from TCU. Their purple numbers tend to bleed right into that black jersey when they're on the far side of the field.
They could go with a bigger border, a bigger, wider border.
Yeah. So I'm not sure who made that shot.
I'm being told through my headset that that's illegal.
Yes, I think that's something that uniform manufacturers don't let you know when you order it.
Well, they would if they ordered with Stickstar Lacrosse. I tell you what, we'll make those uniforms super legal. That was a shameless plug.
Give you a little assist there.
That's right. Bump set, spike it. That's the way we like it.
Christian Winlat going to take the ball. He's an Atlanta native. Always good high school programs in that area.
Very high level of lacrosse being played there. The new MLL team and the NLL team, those are both big keys when having a serious draw in terms of a lacrosse community.
Wow.
It's off the woodwork once again.
It's Kyle Cartwright put one on the deck, and then it bounces up and hits off the top crossbar. Beat the goalie.
That was a nifty little bounce pass. Potentially unnecessarily done there, but they're able to make it happen. I don't think I've ever seen that done quite like that.
On turf.
Yeah.
Wouldn't do that on a grass field.
I wouldn't do that in general, but bold strategy, Cotton. TCU has done a very good job matching up on the dominant OU attackman.
Logan Smith with the strip there. And that's something Coach Purcell made a mention of, that he really needed those two guys, Drew O'Brien and Logan Smith, who he was going to task with taking on Matt Hammond and Eddie Arnold.
That's right.
He needed those guys to step up and hold their own. And they have so far.
They definitely have. Whoa. That's Jack Hitzelberger out of HP. Serious athlete. They look in. Here. Catch this grenade I just threw you.
It looked like he was a tree. Every frog was trying to chop down there.
That's right. That's a tough pass to the middle.
And that's one of those that as a coach, you might want to take a timeout during. But Onea's actually each coach has already used one of theirs.
Here's Robert Sweeney. He's going to dangle it all the way in there. Bangs it back out to Arnold. Eddie Arnold has a propensity for buckets. We saw him score more than his fair share.
He's got 53 points this year.
Yeah, that's not surprising. He's very skilled goal scorer. But the Sooners give it away.
As we mentioned, Matt Arnold for the Sooners is the LSA D1 leading scorer. He's got 70 points heading into this game, but nothing yet so far.
The temperature is dropping.
You can feel it.
Oh, yes. Just a while ago, I was being chastised for my use of a sweater vest and then a jacket. And then there's a bucket.
That's Caleb Staff, Spring, Texas.
Spring, Texas. Spring has sprung here at the LSA Championships. There's a bucket. 2-0. Just go to, on Twitter, at stickstarlacrosse. It's our YouTube channel. So youtube.com/stickstarlacrosse.
Of course, everybody watching us
Yeah,
knew that one.
that's right. They're dialed in, but we're trying to spread the word. Stickstar Productions.
Pretty impressed with the amount of travel out of the Oklahoma Sooner fans. I figured the Horned Frogs would have traveled a little bit better just being next door.
A lot of native Texans who escaped north of the Red River.
That might be it. You look at TCU's roster: California, Massachusetts, Illinois, Connecticut,
Shout out to my wife, who is one of those.
Georgia. So
From Capel to OU, Boomer Sooner.
I assume all those Horned Frogs are watching at home.
Hitzelberger blasted off the face mask. Here's Arnold with time and room. Wind up, love it. Bucket. Arnold, wind up, gets under. Should either team adjust their game plans this early? I don't think so. I mean, I think it's right where it needs to be.
Feeling each other out.
That's right. Both teams everything's in the balance right now. It's very tight. Still hasn't loosened up too much. That was a fantastic windup.
It's a great face dodge by Eddie Arnold.
Yeah, the extension of the cradle after the initial hitch when he got under, where he leaves it out in space, is one of the more exciting moves out there. You can get under, you can get over. You can get over and then drop back under. You can get under and then drop step back over. So many options. The last option is shoot right through the defenseman. Or for people like me, it's my first option. Don't drive angry. TCU has the ball.
Shane Fulbright there, a freshman out of Huntington Beach, California, holding his own.
Nice question mark. Great question mark.
That's Nick Vreeberg. Heard from his mother earlier. You know she's happy right now.
He's excellent. That was an excellent, excellent finish. Carry up, quality hand exchange, snapped his head around, buried it in the bottom left corner. You don't see enough attackmen who have that in their repertoire. Michael Jordan, he had the fadeaway. LeBron, he has the I'm going to come and dunk it in your face. You have to have your move, and that's a solid move by number 2 there, Nick Vreeberg. 3-1, TCU up. Is this how you expected this to kind of go? Tough to know, right?
Yeah, TCU's been a hot and cold team. Some part of the year, if you listen to their coaching staff, they believe they're the most talented team in the league. But they're not always showing it. They have turned it on as of late. Oklahoma obviously had a very, very impressive season. This is the best Oklahoma team that they've ever had. Oklahoma had never been 4-0 before. They made it up to 9-0 this year before late season losses to Texas and to Texas State. So you have to assume that Oklahoma felt like they were the favorite coming into this. Nifty behind the back pass.
Sooners settling in. Need to get another one. They're in the middle of the field. Sometimes you're in too good of a spot on the field, not taking care of the ball. TCU able to come up with the turnover. Little head nod there.
Mark Purcell deciding he's going to use his final timeout of the half. Talk it over.
Mr. Vreeberg, pumped. Nice job on the coverage. Go Frogs from California. MCLA asking us who turned out the lights. Not sure, trying to follow up, see what that means exactly. I think the lights are still on. I asked Reggie, the production guy, and he said we're up, so we'll keep it going. Valerie Kaz, shameless plug indeed. You know it. We make great gear, and it's made here in the United States of America, which is important. All kinds of great interaction going on right now. It's fun to have fun. This is your fourth game of the day.
It is.
How are we doing? Feeling good? Feeling great?
Yeah. Made the drive up here. I was going to watch every bit of it I could.
It's a pleasure having you here, adding all kinds of value. I would say that this is the subject matter expert on the Lone Star Alliance, both at the D1 and D2 level. Plenty of analysis. Content is difficult to generate, and my main man here does a great job, and we appreciate his thorough insight into the LSA.
Yeah, if I'm going to give you a setup, you give me one.
Yeah.
Go ahead and visit LoneStarPowerRanks.wordpress.com for all your LSA action.
Pepper his site with eyeballs. TCU with
Also,
the, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Also check out Third Coast Lacrosse Patio. It's a podcast that myself and a gentleman named Casey McDonald put on, where we're talking to everybody, not only at the MCLA level, but the NCAA and club and all kinds of levels around the South, trying to grow that game.
Many levels across the game. Great box fake there by the Horned Frogs. Turned the guy's head around, carried it back inside, and then looked to the cross crease feed. Unable to corral it, but then TCU got a solid shot.
Chris Tomaselli uncorking one from the wing over there.
Here's a pick behind at X. If you get a pick at X, that means that the coma slide man is engaged, and you're going to get a crease slide. A little redodge there.
It's Kyle Cartwright. I would have liked to see him maybe get upfield a little bit more before he uncorked that.
Increase the angle.
He kind of faded as he shot.
Never want to fade.
Hey, you're an attackman. You know anytime you go into the crease, you're going to pay for it. But go ahead and bury that bucket first.
Goals live in the middle of the field. You got to get your contact if you expect to score at this high level. Nice little wind up through his hands. Oh, thank you, but bye-bye. Great play there.
That's Jack Hunley being able to read.
Nice defensive play there.
Read the offense a little bit. And he's going to go sub out.
Here's Hammond with the ball. Moves it up to my main man, Kyle Frankowitz, the Frank. Over to Austin Sanchez. Sanchez from Houston Christian.
We see Matt Hammond, like we mentioned, LSA Player of the Year this year.
Frankowitz gets under. And Arnold with the egg roll. Cool as you like. Nifty little handle there.
You can see how much attention Matt Hammond requires from the TCU defense. He beat his man. He drew 3 Horned Frogs, leaving Eddie Arnold alone on the crease. Eddie able to make it look smooth.
Very smooth.
It's a 3-2 ball game with 6 left in the half.
MCLA said, no, it just got dark out, probably because of the weather. Streaming isn't great. I'm going to leave now. Well, we appreciate you at MCLA for being a league and for giving these teams.
For being a league.
Great job being a league. You keep staying alive there, MCLA.
No one does it like you.
That's right. Leaguing and all. Here's Hitzelberger. Oh, my goodness. Off hip all day.
That's a big right hand shot. Maybe, I have a feeling Lawton might have been screened on that.
Might have gotten screened, but he also gave him a shake right to left and then came back to the right, so I think he may have caught him stepping.
Maybe so.
To the side. Great shooters will understand when a goalie is stepping, and they will put it where he came from.
Yeah, either way, it looked like he wasn't able to make a nice jump on it till late. So either way.
Had a tough time pushing and exploding.
And are we going to have a weather delay?
And here comes the rain.
Looks like we may be having lightning in the area.
Yeah. Let's check out the weather bug.
Coffee? One drink coffee. Thank you.
We're going to sit here under the stands because it's dry. A lot of people are moving in under the coverage.
We've been trying to avoid the rain all day. We managed to get almost 3.5 games in.
It's found us finally. The thunderstorms have fired up, and there's one about to come right over us, it looks like. But we're almost on the other side of this front, which is nice. As you can hear the
TCU players filing in, their fans getting loud.
They're excited.
Here goes OU, exciting their crowd.
It's a great atmosphere here. These guys are big, pretty big athletes on both sides. There's my main man, Davis Haddock. He's an OG.
Just saw a flash of lightning. No doubt why we're under a delay.
Yeah, they got to wrap it up here for a second. I'm sure it's just going to be...
I think this is going to push through relatively quickly.
Oh, yeah. This is a great atmosphere here right now, 3-3. It's nice that the two teams have come out, played a little lacrosse, coming in, slapping hands a little bit, and then they're going to march back out here. I would wonder if it's going to be the traditional 30-minute or if they're going to shorten it up. We'll see.
We'll try to get some word from the organizers. The rain is now.
The rain has made it.
It's here.
It's probably cold too, because on the other side of this front is definitely some temperature dropping. And it has made it here, the rain. We're going to let the mic breathe for a little bit, and we will be back here. Please stay tuned to @stickstarlax, @LoneStarPowerRanks, and we will clue you in on when the broadcast will continue. Thank you very much.
Baltimore Bayhawks are the 2002 Major League Lacrosse champions.
Ryan Boyle scanning, scores! Philadelphia is the champ in 2007.
Time has expired off the clock. This one for all the beans finally goes to Boston.
Be a witness to lacrosse history. For tickets and information, log on to MajorLeagueLacrosse.com.
There's he fires and scores! The Long Island Lizards jumping for joy. Victory in 2003. The Baltimore Bayhawks, champions of Major League Lacrosse. Powerful blast, fires and scores! Casey Powell!
First title for the Rattlers from the Flower City.
Be a witness to lacrosse history. For tickets and information, log on to MajorLeagueLacrosse.com.
Smith beat
Here we go.
There's so many people who have done so many great things selflessly for our country.
When we see these men and women coming back with no arms, legs, or they have psychological issues, we have to stand behind them. Shootout for Soldiers is something that we're very proud to be associated with.
You'll have 10 to 15,000 fans circulate through over the 24 hours.
Lacrosse is exploding nationwide.
It gets better and better every year, so the more people that come out, the better it's going to be.
This event is about using lacrosse as a platform to connect people and connect veterans in the community.
These men and women have served our country proudly for many years, and we try to do what we can to give back to them.
An event like this creates very, very strong awareness, very tangible interaction with veterans.
This is a good way for the girls to learn about why they have the freedoms that they have and to give back to the people that give so much to them.
I don't think most of us really understand the mental trauma and physical trauma that a lot of our veterans go through, and I think it's very important that we recognize them and support them 100%.
Shootout for Soldiers, since it started in 2012, has raised over $350,000 exclusively for Wounded Warrior Project. That is a massive impact, so we couldn't be happier to be a part of this event.
94 cents of every dollar we received from this event went straight to service members.
Just finished 24 hours. I think I checked and we raised $65,490.
We both played in the first game to kick off the 24-hour game. We got to stand together at the opening ceremony.
I've just been blessed. At my age of 57, I can still get up and run up down this field with some of the young guys.
The level of play is it's extremely competitive. It's clean, it's hard fought, but it's competitive.
Stay tight, go, go, go!
We're out there having fun. Everybody's laughing when we're hitting. Good time.
It was certainly an honor just to be on the field with those guys.
It's really a way to spend time with my dad and to give back to the country and all the troops who have served and even the ones who have fallen for us.
The military is very strong in our family, and it's something that I hope my family will keep doing.
My daughter is a pilot in the Air Force, and we just want to support the military and all they do. We know the things that they give up.
I think it's a great cause just to give back to everyone who gave to us.
Why wouldn't you want to volunteer your time to the people that fight for our freedom in this country to enable us to play this great game?
Veterans need support, encouragement, positive opportunities for them to get together and engage with the community. Events like this give us something to live for, give us something to hope for, give us something on our calendar every year for us to look forward to doing. We really appreciate the opportunity to get out here and to be a part of this.
Yeah, here we go. Time. I can feel it right here. It's going to happen.
That's what it's all about right there.
Thank you, veterans!
Support those that have supported you.
It only takes 24 hours to make a difference.
Pick up a stick, come play.
Open up your heart. Do some good. Be selfless. In this really selfish world, find a way to do some good. And in some small way, say thank you.
Shootout for soldiers! Soldiers need you. The shootout needs you. Go do it. Hoorah!
24 hours.
One game, one goal. Support our troops.
Pretty nice. Yeah, always our report.
Hey, welcome back, lacrosse fans. Just want to give you guys an update on our rain delay. We've been told by the officials that if no more lightning is detected, we will be going in 15 minutes. So stay tuned to your screens. If no more lightning is detected, we'll be back in 15 minutes.
You know, we could be standing in the rain.
Eddie get it out? Did Eddie get it out? Eddie's going to be the one to get it. You know, as flame continues, that wood weather delay change up. They did it. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Make a band-aid, just work it out. Hey, are you a big time player? You make a big time player? Big time player? Oh!
Leave that right there. We'll get back to this later. We're not done here.
I got that diet soda in the car. I'll go get it. I forgot about that. Where's Wilson? Somebody else has the diet soda. Oh, don't worry. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, it's the lightning. So yeah. Yeah. So 30 minutes after the, and I don't know who. Are you a party? Oh yeah. You're the guy? 50 minutes? Okay. Should he have a device?
You really need to get started. Here's a clue.
Well, this is the guy. 15 minutes. He's the lightning guy.
Do a Pete Delkin.
Yeah. So he's going to distract you for another 15 minutes. So yeah, exactly.
About 14 minutes off starting again.
Yeah, the stickiness, yeah. I'm thinking about that too. More friction. Yeah, that was neat. That was neat, yeah. Two opposing teams. Some hope for humanity.
I have another jacket.
Not that's what he has. I know. The lightning guy went in. That's a good sign. That's a good sign.
The guy with the meter goes in.
eyeballing it. Yeah, visual.
We still got 5 minutes left in the half.
Yep. 5:42. It's not long. Yeah, it's not long. They don't have the fans. Yeah.
Anybody have any connections to local media affiliates?
Yeah.
No. At ESPN.
Right. No, you're right. We gotta send it to MCLA for sure.
I sent it to him.
Oh, you did? Yeah. That's awesome.
10?
Say 15 to be conservative. But he said 10.
If I say 10.
Shoot it out, it's 10. Just tag me.
5 minutes.
We're ready now. Everybody get your snacks and get back on the house.
Yeah. That's cool. Like I told Stan, I said there may be hope for humanity. You know? The way everything's so divided nowadays, right? It's like, okay, you got come on, yeah. I know. Yeah, yes. If somebody has a link to a media outlet, send it to them.
Yeah, here you go. MCLA. That's from the league. Send them a picture. They reposted it.
Plus, it keeps them out of trouble. Good kid. It's like it's a brotherhood, but it's like a fraternity. So he's got basically
I got a cooler.
How long do we wait?
Like 5 or 10 minutes, I think.
And then we get to play?
All the red stuff is family. Maybe. Yeah. I think we're on the back side of that.
Let's go! How much I can't tell you to break it over his team.
That's the part I remember. They just weren't listening. Yeah, it's down. Not really.
At least they're not wet.
Anthony Crimmins here, Stickstar Productions. Little rain delay theater. We've got about 3 minutes until they're allowed back on the field. We just had a vicious game of Jenga. It was one of the more unbelievable games. Got to a lot of levels up.
Took about 45 minutes.
Yeah, Cliff, what did you see there in that Jenga game that you really found super interesting?
I think that as well as being on the field, freshman goalie Ryan Lawton really pulled through there for the Horned Frogs.
I believe that was a victory for the Horned Frogs. They're not going to give them any points on the scoreboard for that, but I think it's built a little bit of momentum heading into the second half. Right now there's a serious Boomer Sooner chant going on, and the Sooners take the field.
Now it is still raining.
It's moist, but not too tender.
It's a stiff dew.
It is a stiff dew. And I think they're going to give them about 15 minutes maybe to warm up. That was roughly an hour rain delay.
So let me ask you this. How do you get focused after an hour rain delay?
Well,
and a crazy Jenga game.
I'm gonna line them all up, and I'm gonna grab each of them by the face mask. Just kidding. I'm not quite sure how you do it. It's.
And then you play for 5 minutes, and you go into halftime.
That's right.
Or maybe they'll. Maybe the coaches will agree just to forego halftime.
I just think I saw.
Maybe another lightning strike.
Yeah. We're going to hope that wasn't the case.
Nobody saw that.
Ask no questions, you hear no lies. The temperature has dropped right out of the bottom of it.
Oklahoma's left their speaker on.
It's pretty rowdy, I'm not going to lie, but I like it. We brought you live coverage of the Jenga game. It's a first here with Stickstar Productions.
I think that's something we can get into.
I think that there's definitely a market for that.
Competitive Jenga.
Yeah, very aggressive.
Will be
the exclusive home.
The first and only name in all Jenga broadcasts.
Your exclusive home for Jenga. .852 here. They are moving around. Volume is great. And we'll see what happens here.
I have a feeling if we do start playing, maybe the coaches will forego halftime there.
I think
or a shortened halftime.
You don't want to warm up to cool down to warm back up,
No.
but it is precipitating outside.
It is not dry.
Yeah, the Mustangs, the home team, really lucked out here. They are all
played the 4 o'clock game.
Played the 4 o'clock game, got off the field. They're dry. They're hanging out in their beds, and they are able to watch it all via Stickstar Productions.
Got two teams that are going to really wear out the hotel laundry tonight.
And they'll have a quick turnaround. And the rain it's dumping right now.
As a player, though, it's kind of fun to play in these sometimes. You got to embrace it. You're just going to be wet. Now, Anthony, how does this physically affect the game?
Well, from a footwork standpoint, the field turf is going to get slicker. When you're looking to change directions on rolls, you're going to really make sure that your feet are underneath you. You're going to want to make sure both feet are underneath you, bounce laterally. You're not going to be able to just step and pivot like you once were. Another thing that it's going to influence is the sticks. Obviously, there's all kinds of coated meshes out there. Me personally, I was a Canadian mesh guy. It finished, but it was better when it rained. Now, I'm not quite sure. I think that, especially for the goalies, their pockets are going to bag out, which will make throwing the deep ball a little more difficult.
This is the heaviest rain we've seen all night.
I mean, it is.
Even during the rain delay.
It is dumping. It's cats and dogs out here. And I'm not going to lie, I'm very dry, which is very appealing to me. Cold and wet is easily my least favorite.
Of all the senses.
Oh, it's the worst. I'm a big Gore-Tex guy. Shameless plug, Boathouse on right now. But Boathouse.
Favorite of lacrosse players everywhere.
That's right, but if you don't have the Gore-Tex pant and you just have the Gore-Tex jacket, it just works its way down into your pants and you have wet pants, which is never a good thing.
That's almost worse than having a wet top.
That's 1B.
One of the benefits here is whenever we score a goal, you're really going to see that water snap.
That's right. It's going to make for some explosive highlights, and now it looks like it's tapering down. That might have been the end of it. We sure hope so. But again, we're dry. Great decision here by the host to move all of the stands underneath the awning. In other times that we've been out here, that wasn't the case, and now the rain has subsided.
Well, we got them out just in time to get dumped on. and then it's going to dry up.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, everybody, let's go warm up in the rain, get super wet, and then
go play.
Shut it down.
Turn the waterworks off. This has been, I've been around the game for almost 15 years, Anthony, and this is one of the most fun weekends I've had so far.
It's fun to have fun. That's what we say over here at Stick Star Lax. It's fun to have fun, and I think that this has been a great start to the championship weekend.
As you can see, the officials have returned to the field. That's always a good sign.
They're back out here.
And you're right. It's like someone turned the valve off. And they just happened to get out there and warm up when it was raining buckets. And the refs are calling them back in.
Oh, my goodness. Are they really?
Yeah, seeing some flashing across the sky there.
Well, blah. At least they went and got super wet.
Now for no reason.
Now, we can't plan it any better than that.
Could have just told everybody to go get in the shower.
This is difficult.
TCU players not happy. They're throwing their equipment.
That's what I was afraid of. I was looking on my WeatherBug app, which is my favorite trusty weather app. It's got the spark meter, which is going to tell you the local
lightning.
Yeah. Are they on the loudspeaker?
While TCU has come in, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma's still hanging out.
Just said, nah. Nah, I'm good.
Meanwhile, SMU, the home team, is showered and in bed right now.
Fed, warm.
Yeah, they're very comfortable in their...
Laughing.
Yes, they're watching this thing.
Poor guys.
They're saying, well, no, they're not saying poor guys. They're saying, throw another 30 minutes on that thing.
Yeah. Delay this right up until we play tomorrow.
At some point, this game will finish, and we'll bring it to you.
What time are the games tomorrow, Anthony?
What time are the games tomorrow?
The championship, D2 championships at 1, I believe.
The D2 championships at 1. It's in that trusty little book. Let's check it out.
So. $11:30. I was way off.
Samsonite.
I would have been.
I was way off.
I would have been way late. I'd have showed up in the fourth quarter of that game.
Hype Man would have been here bringing the ruckus, though.
Yeah.
In his on the mic debut from 1 to 10.
11.
11, all the way up.
He goes to 11.
So 11:30 is the D2 final and 2:30 is the D1 final. And they settle in for a little more rain delay. It's a tough deal, but it's a part of the game.
And it's affecting both teams.
It is.
Equally.
As we said again, not affecting SMU. SMU able to get it going in the last game, defeating Texas 13-7.
Would you call that an upset?
I don't know if it was an upset, but I wasn't expecting it to be quite so lopsided. I was rather excited about Texas's prospects as they had gone out west and gotten a solid victory against Utah. Huge fan of Coach Holman out there and what he's doing.
Well, I've stated all year that I felt like the top 7 teams in the LSA, Division I there, that any of those guys could beat any of the other ones on any kind of given game day, just depending on how you played.
I think home field advantage is really starting to play into effect now. SMU, the home team, they were able to get their game in earlier. Get the...
You know the sight line.
2002 Major League Lacrosse champions. Ryan Boyle scanning. Scores! Philadelphia is the champ in 2007. Time has expired off the clock. This one for all the beans finally goes to Boston.
Be a witness to lacrosse history. For tickets and information, log on to MajorLeagueLacrosse.com.
Looking to be the hero in front there. Whoa! He fires and scores! The Long Island Lizards jumping for joy. Victory in 2003. The Baltimore Bayhawks, champions of Major League Lacrosse. Powerful blast, fires and scores! Casey Powell!
First title for the Rattlers from the Flower City.
Witness to lacrosse history. For tickets and information, log on to MajorLeagueLacrosse.com.
Smith beat Blahakis cleanly. Smith on his way. He scores. The Chesapeake Bayhawks have returned.
I got jokes. Oh, no. I do have jokes, but I'm not sure.
You know, the crowd hasn't diminished, though.
It hasn't, but I think it's on the verge.
Yeah.
I think they're testing the limits, pushing the patience.
People have got bedtimes.
It's and I mean, some of these people probably have some drive times, especially if you're from TCU and you're a fan. You got to drive back to Fort Worth, Funky Town. So that's difficult.
Go out to the stockyards tonight?
I wouldn't. I just mosey on over to Uptown for a little bit. Although Uptown is going to be super crowded, which it's very crowded all the time at this point.
Shout out to Flying Saucer over there, Fort Worth.
Yeah.
8-O's. Some nice places to go out in Fort Worth.
No shortage of establishments in North Texas. We're here at Crum Field at SMU. The Rain Delay Theater.
We're going on hour 12 of broadcasting today.
Whoa. I'm not going to lie. I had a small little break. A quick jaunt up to Frisco for some 7th, 8th grade action. And then sprint back down the tollway. And then over on Mockingbird. Looks like Coach Purcell's trying to bring up his troops, maybe communicate. Be interested to see what he says here. Again, this is a tough situation if you're a coach. Tough situation if you're a player. Pretty tough situation all around.
Rain's still coming down a little bit.
Definitely fine Scottish weather we're having here.
I can vouch for that. I spent a week in Aberdeen and I never saw the sun. Not one time. It's a good thing they have oil in Scotland because solar is not an option.
Solar is not an option. Right now, we're just hanging out. Again, questions, comments, concerns, tweet at us. I'm not sure.
Give us some material.
I'm not sure what we got left for you right now on the mic. I'm going to get the weather app out again. Not weather app, but weather bug. We're right on the edge of the front now. The front is almost pushed all the way through. It kind of just sat right over us for a while. I'm going to tweet at Pete Delkus.
For those of us not from here.
Pete Delkus is the local weatherman who interacts with the folks. So we're going to go ahead and tweet at him.
Here we go.
There's so many people who have done so many great things selflessly for our country.
When we see these men and women coming back with no arms, legs, or they have psychological issues, we have to stand behind them. Shootout for Soldiers is something that we're very proud to be associated with.
You'll have 10 to 15,000 fans circulate through over the 24 hours.
Lacrosse is exploding nationwide.
It gets better and better every year, so the more people that come out, the better it's going to be.
This event is about using lacrosse as a platform to connect people and connect veterans in the community.
These men and women have served our country proudly for many years, and we try to do what we can to give back to them.
An event like this creates very, very strong awareness, very tangible interaction with veterans.
This is a good way for the girls to learn about why they have the freedoms that they have and to give back to the people that give so much to them.
I don't think most of us really understand the mental trauma and physical trauma that a lot of our veterans go through, and I think it's very important that we recognize them and support them 100%.
Shootout for Soldiers, since it started in 2012, has raised over $350,000 exclusively for Wounded Warrior Project. That is a massive impact, so we couldn't be happier to be a part of this event.
94 cents of every dollar we received from this event went straight to service members.
Just finished 24 hours. I think I checked and we raised $65,490.
We both played in the first game to kick off the 24-hour game. We got to stand together at the opening ceremony.
I've just been blessed. At my age of 57, I can still get up and run up down this field with some of the young guys.
The level of play is it's extremely competitive. It's clean, it's hard fought, but it's competitive.
Stay tight, go, go, go!
We're out there having fun. Everybody's laughing when we're hitting. Good time.
It was certainly an honor just to be on the field with those guys. It's really a way to spend time with my dad and to give back to the country and all the troops who have served and even the ones who have fallen for us.
The military is very strong in our family, and it's something that I hope my family will keep doing.
My daughter is a pilot in the Air Force, and we just want to support the military and all they do. We know the things that they give up.
I think it's a great cause just to give back to everyone who gave to us.
Why wouldn't you want to volunteer your time to the people that fight for our freedom in this country to enable us to play this great game?
Veterans need support, encouragement, positive opportunities for them to get together and engage with the community. Events like this give us something to live for, give us something to hope for, give us something on our calendar every year for us to look forward to doing. We really appreciate the opportunity to get out here and to be a part of this.
That's you. Yeah, here we go. Time.
I can feel it right here. It's going to happen.
That's what it's all about right there.
Thank you, veterans!
Support those that have supported you.
It only takes 24 hours to make a difference.
Pick up a stick, come play.
Open up your heart. Do some good. Be selfless. In this really selfish world, find a way to do some good. And in some small way, say thank you.
Shoot out for soldiers!
Soldiers need you. The shootout needs you. Go do it.
Hoorah!
24 hours.
One game, one goal. Support our troops.
Big fan. In other action, Rutgers defeated Ohio State today in overtime. Wow. Needless to say, there have been massive upsets all over the place. Oh my gosh, look at that. Somebody's fence. There's all kinds of great stuff on Twitter. It's unbelievable. Oh, sick. We're going to let the mic breathe.
Reggie, turn our mics off, please.
Baltimore Bayhawks are the 2002 Major League Lacrosse champions.
Ryan Boyle scanning, scores! Philadelphia is the champ in 2007.
Time has expired off the clock. This one for all the beans finally goes to Boston.
Be a witness to lacrosse history. For tickets and information, log on to MajorLeagueLacrosse.com.
Looking to be the hero in front there. Whoa! He fires and scores! The Long Island Lizards jumping for joy. Victory in 2003. The Baltimore Bayhawks, champions of Major League Lacrosse. Powerful blast, fires and scores! Casey Powell!
First title for the Rattlers from the Flower City.
Be a witness to lacrosse history. For tickets and information, log on to MajorLeagueLacrosse.com.
Smith beat Blahakis cleanly. Smith on his way. He scores. The Chesapeake Bayhawks have returned to the winner's circle. Time expires. It's official. Chesapeake #1. The champions are from Chesapeake. You can believe
tweet at us so that we know that the mic is good. TCU settling into the possession. And the
TCU gonna try to ISO from up top here.
Nice slide there. Ooh, stay right, stay
slide,
left.
but got to get rid of that ball a little quicker.
Got to move the ball with purpose. Now there's a bunch of guys who's moved forward. TCU looking in. Nothing there. Over the top. Step down. Nice save. Oh, my. MCLA, we missed you too. It's been so long. It's been like an hour and a half. But we're back in action. After the rain delay theater, earlier in the game, TCU went up 3-1, and then OU battled back. I believe the last goal that was scored was a nifty Arnold egg roll. And there's a bucket.
That just Nick Johnson got a stick on it, thought he had it. You know, I'm not sure. Maybe the slick conditions had something to do with that.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. But body language is important. It's all right. We got plenty of game time to go.
TCU crowd yelling Jenga, Jenga.
That's awesome.
After their big rain delay Jenga win. Soft hands of Ryan Lawton, TCU goalie, leading them to victory.
That was a big win, and that's... Here's Arnold with the ball. Moves it over the top to Hammond. Hammond hasn't really gotten loose yet.
Just one assist.
Just one assist.
Working on a short pole. You got to like that matchup if you're the Sooners.
Hammond turns the corner, moves it low. Goalie's up to the task.
That's Lawton with another save.
Lawton, where does he hail from?
Ryan Lawton's from Austin.
Austin, Texas. The native Texan.
Freshman coming in playing above his years.
OU settling into the possession. 2 minutes left here in the first half. It's hard to understand what half we're in right now. But we're in the first. If OU can get a bucket here, that would be solid for them. It would make it a new game. Here's Franck bearing down. Gets his hands free off the woodwork.
Gets it past Lawton, but pipes the goalie's best friend.
I've had a ongoing argument with a lot of people saying that is a shot off the pipe technically a save?
No.
No. My argument was that it was a shot on goal that didn't go in.
That's exactly what it is. It counts for your shot on goal percentage.
Here's Sanchez. And he finds the back of the net.
Nice alley dodge. Get his hand free.
One of my goalie friends argued that because of the body positioning, right, that he took, that was all he was giving up. So technically he was doing such a good job of positioning, we could argue that forever. I always thought it was a sneaky little argument by attendee. But 4-4.
Yeah, he's wrong.
Yeah, he's wrong.
This is from a goaltender. He's wrong.
Mike Brand asking, which team do you think matches up with TCU the best?
SMU?
Yeah, SMU. Sorry, SMU. Earlier this year, OU had a big win when SMU traveled to Norman. I believe that, oh, here's Arnold, gets to the middle, and a bucket. You know, I'm not sure. I'm going to have to ask the expert.
I would think Oklahoma has a little bit better of a chance of beating SMU than TCU does. TCU's been a little up and down all year. If you talk to their coaches, they think they're the most talented team in the conference. And they've had some impressive wins this year. They've also had some lapse of concentration in some of their games. Oklahoma's been pretty solid all year, with the exception of a one away trip.
Here's Davis Haddock with a big GB, spins to the middle, dispossessed. Hammond looks to pick it up. Right here, I'd like to see somebody get over the top of the ball and box out. Here's a collision coming. That's what we're talking about, getting over the ball. Nice GB there. Number 4, Brooks Lesher. He carries in.
You know, both these teams are trying to play into their very first LSA championship game.
Fascinating. That's a great stat there. Last year's championship game, SMU Texas State. Year before that, Texas State UT. I'm not quite sure who it was the year before that.
It was in 2012, 13, and 14. Texas beat Texas State for the crown.
Wow. Well, both of these teams are looking skilled. OU really has been able to get it together. They're looking very solid.
They were able to shake off that rain delay a little bit easier than TCU, it seems.
That's what it looks like. TCU was able to strike first. And now OU's gotten 2 in a row. Taking the 1-goal advantage with 24 seconds left here in the halftime. Pumped to see how long the halftime break is.
Since our clock is frozen on the...
Yeah, I think Reggie's been working on that.
Yeah, we apologize for some production issues. We'll make sure to get that taken care of.
There were some people in the stands. We don't know if there was maybe a little unfortunate. Here's a dodge down the alley by Hitzelberger. He's a dynamic athlete from Highland Park. Not the first one you've ever seen like that. And that's how the first half is going to end. OU able to take a 1-goal advantage. They were down early 3-1 to TCU, came back. Then we had the rain delay for an hour and a half. TCU got it going.
And then 3 goals since then.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of goals in a short amount of time.
4.5 minutes.
That's right.
So looks like we're going to take a short 5-minute halftime and go right into the third quarter.
An abbreviated halftime.
If it was up to me, they'd be starting right now.
Absolutely. It's...
You had an hour and a half to talk about it.
That's right. It's an hour 35 of our broadcast today. That's a round number. It's more hours than there are in a day. The first game this morning was UTSA versus UTD.
That seems like a long time ago.
It was in the morning, and it's clearly
10 a.m.
It's clearly evening now, and 30 degrees different. That was a victory for UTD by a score of 10-7. And then the second game.
We were very impressed with UTSA. Played Ironman lacrosse today.
Unbelievable.
They had 10 guys.
Pretty just absolutely extraordinary.
10 guys and almost pulled that off.
They did. They had plenty of opportunities. They just couldn't finish. Not that they didn't try, but they just couldn't convert.
Goalie played out of his mind.
The brother Grimmy, he did a great job. And then it was Louisiana who came back in a 3-goal deficit against Baylor late in the fourth quarter to win 11-10.
In overtime.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
That was an overtime game.
Rich, liquid, chocolatey Ovaltine. My favorite. And then the first D1 semifinal, SMU, the home team, kind of got after the Longhorns.
Yeah, really pulled away late on that one.
What was the score at half?
I don't have that in front of me. When Texas started getting a little aggressive on the defensive end as time started going short.
They started to take a lot of penalties.
SMU pumped a few in on an empty net. Made it look a little worse than it was, but SMU actually came out and got after the Longhorns. It was really never in doubt.
The Baltimore Bayhawks are the 2002 Major League Lacrosse champions.
Ryan Boyle scanning, scores! Philadelphia is the champ in 2007.
Time has expired off the clock. This one for all the beans finally goes to Boston.
Be a witness to lacrosse history. For tickets and information, log on to MajorLeagueLacrosse.com.
Gravitas.
Yeah. Any kind of investment in the LSA is here helping putting this on.
That's right. Great venue here, SMU's Crum Field. Very pleasantly surprised with how well we've been able to arrange our little setup here. It's our makeshift booth.
Got a little home up here.
We do. We call this the Eagle's Nest, or any other majestic bird, maybe a condor.
Shout-outs to the sponsors, Bridge, MLL, FC Dallas,
LaxCon. Okay. Second half is rocking and rolling. Wanted to give a little extra love to the MLL, who is a sponsor of this event, LaxCon. Has some Stickstar production sponsors. Bridge Lacrosse, obviously our partner in live streaming high school lacrosse, is the THSLL. FC Dallas, going to get on board, I believe. And the Lone Star Alliance, really tremendous grouping of individuals and associations.
Looks like TCU is going to go man down here. And I wish I could tell you who it was, but purple numbers on black jerseys at night.
Make it tough.
I can't hardly see the guy's number over there in the box.
Bringing out the Jenga call. Fascinating game of Jenga went down.
Took about 45 minutes. It was intense.
They look in. Hammond unable to corral it. Ooh, a little hockey upfield. Nice little play there by Arnold again.
Oh, you probably should have pulled the trigger a little earlier instead of trying to be unselfish there.
Sometimes a good idea is just to throw that box fake to the man you're going to throw to. Ooh, lost it not in the sun.
Right in the lights.
Definitely didn't lose it in the sun. I'm very impressed with the goaltender for OU, Nick Johnston, and his stick work.
First team.
Yeah, he throws lasers. Speaking of box fakes, there's one. A whammy. Here's Frankowitz over to Arnold. Back to Frankowitz.
Looks like TCU is going to kill that penalty.
Nice little look there. That's Frankowitz to Jackson Buell. One of my favorite Buell brothers. There's 4 of them. Carson, Jackson, Blake, and Peter. And their cousin is Christopher. The Buell clan. It's a good job of winding up, feeding out of the wind-up right there. Feed out of the wind-up, look through. All eyes come into Frankowitz. Jackson with the quick stick.
You mentioned brothers. We've got a couple brothers playing today against each other.
The Creedon brothers.
The Creedon brothers. Number 15 on TCU.
They're both from McKinney, I believe.
They are. And number 11 for OU. Both midfielders. I wonder where their parents are sitting.
Hopefully they don't have one of those. Oh, here's a nice little look. Hopefully they don't have one of those Brady Quinn. Who was the line?
Hawk.
Yeah, that Brady Quinn AJ Hawk jersey that Brady Quinn's sister threw down a long time ago. Thing was not good.
It's because Notre Dame and Ohio State colors just don't go well together.
No. That was a good look inside, just unable to find it.
Frogs need to get one here.
They do. Look to turn the corner. Nice heavy slap. An adjacent show. Nice lift there. Big fan of the lift.
Ooh. Yeah, definitely got a little high and into the face mask there.
Yep. The Horned Frogs are going to go uppers. Sooners are going downers. 12:24 left. 6-4 OU up. It's a really nice night now for lacrosse. The front's moved through.
Yeah, if this game started at 9, it would
Yeah. It would have been ideal.
Yeah.
They move it through X. Look to attack the shooting spot. Man's up top. Ball's on the ground. Great play here. Oh, you looking to push transition.
That's a good first-time ground ball there.
That is. Big turn. Roll. Is that a penalty flag?
We've got from outer space, it seems.
Where did that come
from?
How did that happen? That was a nice play there. There's another one. Hey, look what I found. Oh.
We've got a bunch of laundry on the field. Looks like TCU is going to get called for at least one
Offsides. Whoop. Little toe drag. Run for your life.
These referees have impressive arm strength.
They're doing great. Here's Jackson Buell with the ball behind. He carries. Banana. Oh, bounce. A little over the back. Nicely done there. I like that.
It's good awareness.
Hammond moves it over. Here's Frankowitz. Winds up. Moves it. A little hitch. Arnold carries under.
TCU's got 7 defenders.
OU doing a great job of carrying with pressure. Moving the ball well. And they are trying to take advantage of this. Frankowitz carries hard. Oh! Hello. There's another one. Frankowitz.
We're gonna run out of flags here in a minute.
Oh, buckets! Frank. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. Super hype. He ran through a check.
I'm not sure how. TCU's going to get called for an offsides, and they still only had 6 on defense there. I thought they had 7.
There you go. Little friendly banter. Oh, OU brought more fans, it looks like right now. Bigger student section at least, right?
Yeah, but nothing beats the SMU students earlier today. One of them had choice words for the ref, was ejected, and managed to sneak in twice more by changing his shirt.
Rare form.
He was in an old SMU jersey, went out, changed it to a different number, changed his hat, got back in, was caught, came back out, changed his jersey.
I like number 20's game. Jack Hunley here on the sideline. He's cheeky. And were all of those penalties waved off?
It looked like it was.
Right down the middle, big save by Nick Johnston.
Yeah. Coming up big.
The Sooners coming out here with a little momentum, 7-4, a little pep in their step.
Yeah, they're definitely weathering that delay a little bit better than the Horned Frog.
Weathering that weather.
See what I did there?
Weathering the weather.
It's not a pun if you bring it up.
Rob Bell.
Yeah, that's a great play. That was Ethan Phillips. Managed to knock a pass down, pick it up on the first scoop, bring it down for a clear. Spicewood, Texas.
Never been there.
Not near
Heard
sure.
great things.
Not sure where that's at.
TCU able to control the ball. TCU needs to get one. They got the first goal, but since then, OU has gotten several buckets of their own.
On a 4-1 run.
It's a solid double there. Bailed them out.
Going to be a little loose ball push there. Everybody thought he still had the ball.
That's a tough call there.
Yeah, it was a good double.
Great double.
You got to know that somebody else is open. You got to move that ball.
Got to get that crease slide right here. Two guys go.
I feel like Johnson's going to want that one back.
There's a little finesse on that.
Yeah, little change-up action.
A delayed bouncer. Yeah. It jumped right up over Johnson's stick.
Johnson hit the ground, just didn't time it quite right. Hit the ground a little early on that. They managed to scoot over him.
Jumped right up over the stick. Nice little bounce shot. Makes it 7-5.
And that helps TCU. That stops the bleeding.
When a team goes on a run, you have to stop the run. And they're able to do it with that goal. Nice kick there. Move it back to the tendy.
Johnson throws a box fake. Pretty nice clear from the Sooners.
That's right, that was the deflator.
Michael Brand says, so we all know the LSA needs a new name, considering it's Texas, Louisiana, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. What would you rename it?
I'd rename it the GWIL, the Great Western Lacrosse League, because that's what Butler played in back in the day, and I'm trying to see the GWIL come back.
You know, I'd like it to be the Southern Lacrosse Conference.
Southern.
And
was it the Southwestern Lacrosse Conference at some point? There's number 26, Chase Christensen, getting the bucket right there.
Well, the Southwestern Lacrosse Conference actually goes by the SLC in the MCLA.
Okay.
So there'd be a little branding issue. They would need to change their acronym.
Right. So many acronyms, so little time.
GRLC,
Girls,
RMLC,
Merles,
PCLL.
That's a tough one.
SELC. There's 10 of them.
Big face-off. Oof. Nice little hip check there. The game has really picked up with its pace at this point.
This is the kind of pace that we were seeing before the rain delay.
But it was a little tighter on defense. Now people are just flying around getting buckets. It's exciting to watch. Both teams are big, athletic, fast, strong, solid skills. TCU gets to the middle.
It's true. We have seen 7 goals since the
delay.
rain delay, when we only had 6 before that. Michael Brand says we should be the deep fried lacrosse conference.
Yeah, you know, I think we could rally some support for that.
Gulf Coast lacrosse conference.
Ball stays in bounds. TCU, little alley dodge here. They show on the slide. Ball's off target. It's going to stay with TCU.
It's Ryan Berry, a Katy product.
Katy, that's where the state championships are going to be held this year.
Sub over Houston. I think Brand's been stumping for the deep fried lacrosse conference for quite a few years now.
He's really trying to figure out the best acronym. Oh, there's a tip right there. Ball goes off of TCU.
Yeah, I think that's OU ball.
TCU wanted the offsides call. They didn't get it. Big GB here. Tough spot on the field. Hitzelberger, a little love tap there. Hammond drives the man out of bounds. That's a turnover.
He's going to try to be a little sneaky there, drop it, run out of bounds, come back in and pick it up.
Coach Aeneas fired up. Mike Brandt says, I'm just hungry as always.
Red River Lacrosse Conference.
See, I was wondering, but do Arkansas and Louisiana have anything to do with the Red River? Does it meet in, or
I don't think so.
Is it a boundary at all? Tornado Alley Lacrosse Conference. I don't know if Louisiana gets
natural disaster lacrosse conference. Tornadoes and hurricanes.
Good job here defensively, forcing that skip pass. Oh, wow. Snap it off. It's number 37 there, I believe. Nope, it's not.
Those numbers are hard to see.
That was not number 37. Sight beyond sight failed me.
Yeah, not enough contrast in these jerseys. I apologize.
8-6. The
TCU on a little run here.
That's right. Lots of goals being scored.
Yeah, it's exciting. This was a tight ball game at the beginning. Only one goal in the first quarter.
Nice face-off there. Dispossessed. Ball's on the ground. People are fanning at it. They get over that thing. Here's Arnold. Arnold comes up with a big GB. He's going to carry the ball behind. Dynamic offensive option for the Sooners. And move the ball to Jackson Buell. He's wearing number 34. Charles Barkley-esque. It's number 10. Davis Haddock. Capel product. Bears down. Bounces. Little box fake. Rolls away. Little redodge. Moves it through X. Just got dumped late. It's probably unnecessary.
Yeah, John Ellis earned that. That was late.
You can't say that's necessarily a loose ball push because that was a cross check. He extended with the arms. Extended. Arnold's going to get his question mark. Oh, my gosh, I'm sick. Carries up. Hand exchange before he rolls away. Gets a bucket. Right now.
It's going to be Arnold's 40th of the year.
I think he's got 3 tonight.
This is 41st of the year then.
Right. I think he's got the hat trick. Right now, I'm going to say he's the man of the match early on. Timeout.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty decent timeout there from Coach Purcell.
9 goals scored in the last quarter since the rain delay.
Yeah, last 15 minutes of game time since the rain delay.
That's a lot.
In the first 25 minutes of game time, we had 6 goals scored.
Pretty unbelievable.
And only 1 goal scored in the first 15.
Right.
So this was really picking up a head of steam. Each team getting more comfortable.
I think they settled in after the rain delay, which, maybe they got loose, maybe the Jenga game.
Maybe so.
Maybe settled them right in. I don't know. It's going to be tough. Let me ask Mike Brand, who I know is watching. Mike, are you hearing anything with regard to the Baylor game sound over the live stream that we've got going on right now? If you could, please tweet at me. It wouldn't be the first time you've tweeted at me in the last 20 seconds. Thank you. Maybe they have multiple YouTube windows open.
Mike Brand says not nearly as many don't calls as last year. That's true. Jason DiGiovanni says, what is each team discussing in this timeout going into the fourth quarter, Anthony?
I would say that TCU is saying we need to get a possession.
I don't even have 34 on the
Yeah, it's Jackson Buell.
official roster there.
Here's Hitzelberger. They carry across the top. Flashing to the cage. Number 2, bucket. That's Bray O'Connor. Yeah.
Connecticut.
That's from my alma mater, the farm, Avon Old Farms. What is their mascot? Best mascot, better than the Raging Cajuns.
No clue.
The Winged Beaver.
The Winged Beaver.
That's right, Avon Old Farm, Winged Beaver. Yeah, farm. Just giving him a shout out. Number 2, lefty. Kids from the farm. Magnificent place.
What is a winged beaver?
It's a mythical creature.
Yeah.
It's a.
You guys getting any feedback or any weird questions?
No, they said somebody was saying that the Baylor, like.
Yeah, but I wonder if they have 2 browsers.
That's what I said. I asked Mike, and Mike Brand said no. Yeah, so at some point when they were trying to figure out their mascots, I think they had an eagle and a beaver, and they kept moving closer and closer together, and then it became a winged beaver. So
Can't choose, we'll do both.
that's right. I'm a huge fan. Oh, nice look.
Oh.
Here's Noah Johnston. And this is what happens when you have a...
And Nick Johnson's not scared of taking it down the field.
Yeah, but this... Oh, my goodness! That was legit.
And that's going to fire the crowd up.
But that's what happens when you have a skilled player in goal. He's an ex-attackman, carried the ball all the way down the field. Nick Johnston from, I believe he's from Kent, Denver.
Yes.
Comes down all the way down the field. Moves it through. What a play. 11-6 now.
A true assist for a goalie.
That was a true assist. Sanchez went early on the wing.
Yeah.
Right now, all the momentum is with
All Boomer.
OU. Ooh, truck stick. Didn't go out of bounds there. Here's Hammond. Oh, and a nice little around the necker. Sanchez. Now they're letting it all go. The flips.
I mean, everything's coming up.
We got the
right
bleeps.
now.
We got the sweeps. And we got the jeeps.
We got the creep.
That's a tremendous Spaceballs reference there for all you folks at home.
I don't know that anybody's as old as us.
Man, they need to get involved with Spaceballs. We've been jammed. I hate jam, especially strawberry. Here's Sanchez, feeling it. Nice save there by the goalie for TCU. Oh, tough. That's a good job of boxing out.
I'm surprised that's not a loose ball push.
They missed that one. I would say that
A lot of sideline play here.
Yeah, I would say that some of the parents getting kind of cranky. Both sides kind of
A little ill.
yeah, giving it to the refs a little bit. You know.
Well, we have seen that there's only so much that they will take. And then you will be watching this on the live stream because you will no longer be invited into the stadium. .33 seconds left in the third.
Well, the third quarter just
blew by,
buzzed,
right?
Yeah, buzzed right by, like the motorcycle on 75 right there.
That's Jack Hunley gonna get called for a trip.
Starting to get physical. 18 seconds left here in the third quarter.
What do? You hold it here, or you go for a goal?
I'm probably going to hold it. Unless you got a quick hitter where you don't have to throw the ball. Three set. Little skip look, move it through.
Just run away from pressure. You have 2 seconds left.
Possess. And they're going to maintain possession here heading into the fourth quarter. OU with a dynamic third quarter. They're up 11-6. I believe the game was tied at 3. Right? Wasn't that what it was tied at during the rain delay?
It was tied at 3.
3-3.
1-0 at the end of one, I believe.
1-0 at the end of one. OU has been explosive. They've gotten 8 goals since that point. They've outscored TCU 8-3.
Yeah.
The wind is starting to whip a little bit. Getting a little chilly out here.
It has gotten cold.
Yeah. It's chilly for almost
Texas weather.
For almost May though. This is pretty cold.
So what adjustments should TCU be making heading into the fourth, John? Wants to know.
Right now, I would say that you're just going to have to convert on everything, essentially. You're going to have to win faceoffs, get possessions, and then finish quickly. But the quarters here are pretty long, so that's positive. That's the only way you get back into it. Logan McCullough, all about the Gwill. Red River Lacrosse Conference. Red River runs through Shreveport. Not sure about Arkansas, unless it forks. Ooh, the Red River actually runs through both Arkansas and Louisiana. So geographically sound name. Boom.
What about Oklahoma?
Well, it's the border
it's
of
the border
Oklahoma.
of Oklahoma and Texas. Yeah, that would work.
I think we just solved it.
Yeah.
Red River conference.
Are you listening, Jason? LSA commissioner?
Logan McCullough was very friendly on all of his face-offs. Ask his teammate Sam Johnson. Wait for it. Centenary Gentleman, not a greater nickname than Avon Old Farms Winged Beaver. You're wrong. If you wanted to, you could go with the Tufts Jumbos, which I know you're a fan of there, Mike. Nice little look there, Jason. Christensen.
Nick Johnson on another big save. We've been calling his name a lot tonight.
Number 11 is Nick Creedon, my bad.
Johnson throws a dart midfield.
Here's Arnold. Offensive player absolutely dominating so far this evening. There's number 11, Nick Creedon. Moves it over to Hammond. Up to Creedon. Back to Hammond. Over to Arnold.
OU's content to just sit on the ball a little bit and bleed some clock.
There's Franck.
We might see.
Bears down over the top. They look to X.
We might possibly have our first stall call of the day.
Arnold carrying. Does a good job using his body there. Hammond's adjacent man. Applying a little pressure. They're looking to throw it on. The refs have that look in their eye. Here's Franck. Bears down righty. Bears down. Gets a shot off. Oh, called a penalty there. I believe
Let the boys play.
he got dumped there. 12:57 here. Stickstar Productions, Anthony Crimmins, and my main man here, Cliff White. We're entering now
marathon mode.
Marathon mode, indeed. Engage marathon mode. Is this the first man-up opportunity? I think it's the second. 3-3. Oh, here we go, a little fake flip magic. Oh, I like it. I'm going to flip it there with a different hand. TCU able to get a little stop there. Nice outlet by the Tendy.
Both of these goalies are very, very good at outlet passing.
I was worried that their ability to move the ball might deteriorate with the rain. I think it may have improved. There's a good ball side carry. Shot there. Save. Christensen doing his best to enter the discussion. Oh my goodness. Dart. That's not an assist, but
he's going down and celebrating like it is.
I'm exhausted just watching him. It's getting aggressive. 11:58. Nice face-off win there. Unable to pick up the ground ball, though. Oh. Bye-bye. Ball goes on the ground. TCU's able to corral it, though. The Sooners have doubled up the Horned Frogs here. Pretty impressive pace of play and ability to finish here by the Sooners. Last year, we did a game between OU and SMU, and SMU got after the Sooners, This year it was a little different when the Ponies went up to Norman. It was a 9-4 contest. Excited to watch this game tomorrow, unless it gets interesting here real quick. TCU throws the ball out of bounds. Here's Evan Arnold. Eddie Arnold. Evan's his younger brother. That's Eddie Arnold. Number 16, Rob Bell. Hammond wants him to clear through, wants a little ball side pick. They're going to go invert, a little big little. A little big little, just big little.
Now, how did he hold on to that?
Timeout. Nice timeout.
Yeah, way to go, Mario.
Extends the possession. Coach Purcell saying, I'm thinking that ball may have been on the ground. Apparently it wasn't. 10 left in the fourth quarter, and probably just a little bit longer left in LSA Championship Day 1. Heading into Day 2, we've got UTD playing Louisiana in a rematch of last year's championship game. And then potentially we've got SMU OU if OU can cradle the win, baby. 10 minutes left. What do you think about those two matchups?
Well, I think the D2 final is going to be between the two teams that generally dislike each other the most in Division II. Pretty healthy rivalry there, so we're going to see probably a big physical game. Neither one of those teams really played up to their potential today. It seemed they kind of backed into it and maybe trying to save a little for each other, and that's not the way you're supposed to do it, as both of them nearly found out.
Louisiana, it seems, left a little bit in the tank, but they had to come back to get that victory. How did they come back and get that one? What was the situation there?
Just kind of took advantage of a little bit of mistakes made by Baylor in the fourth quarter, and really just a lot of effort. In fact, number 42, Manny Duyon, who scored 3 or 4 of their goals today. Actually, I saw him getting iced down in the locker room after. He was, I think he went to the hospital to get an IV put in.
Oh.
He had left it literally all out there.
OU handling the ball well. I'll tell you, I think that Bray O'Connor, the sophomore from Avon Old Farms, he is a very skilled player.
Yeah, UL was able to score 3 goals in the last 2 minutes of that ball game.
Wow.
To tie it up, and got that face-off win in overtime and buried it on the first possession. And you know, Patrick and I were speaking. We thought whoever got the ball on offense first, they were probably going to win that ball game. And
pretty good job defensively there by TCU. Davis Haddock carrying the ball strong, but short stick D-midi defense there was pretty solid. TCU long stick carries the ball over.
TCU needs to make something happen on this possession. Time is running out on them.
Critical possession. 8:53 left, still tons of time. Got to get it going though. Well,
yep, that's going to be a loose ball.
That will always get called that way.
Textbook.
I wonder if any of the SMU kids are watching this. If you are, go ahead and tweet at us. Get integrated in the live stream. Love to see if Coach Lynch is taking this in. TCU needs to get a bucket. Oh, wow. That's a trip. They called it. Calm down. I got it.
Yeah, nobody missed that.
That's a good job of getting to the middle. At full speed, drawing the slide. And the penalty.
Might have been a goal-saving penalty there. We'll see.
It's a good one to take.
Yeah.
OU's been pretty solid here on man down. TCU moves it over the top. And move it. Dodge down the alley. They're on man up. Pull the guy off the crease. Swing it. Unable to complete the pass.
That's been about the 6th or 7th.
It's going to be tough to win that way.
Yeah. Just taking your eyes off the ball, trying to make something happen before you have it.
You have to complete passes before you can focus on anything else. It's a good job there. Robert Sweeney moves it up to Christensen. Chris Christensen carries the ball hard. Taking it behind. 7:15 left here in the fourth quarter. It's been all OU post the rain delay. Early on, TCU got it going.
A 9-3 run since the rain delay.
TCU had the Jenga victory, but since then, it's the only win they've been able to register.
Seems to just upset the Sooners.
Yeah. Added insult to injury. Nice little footwork there. Looks like they've gotten... No, Arnold's still in it. Nice little cut there.
Yeah, OU is just content to get a timer put on them here just to see how long it's going to take.
Makes sense. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's smart.
Referees are eyeing each other.
Timer on.
There it goes.
It's my 6th, maybe even 7th sense. Just kidding. I got to watch them all communicate non-verbally.
Yeah.
Here's Arnold. I'm going to call the bucket right now. Come on, Arnold. Don't fail me now. Nope. They're just going to be content with taking care of the ball. Hammond hasn't gotten a bucket yet. Right here, you got to just drop it into the corner so that you can get your long stick onto the field.
Yeah, I think the Sooners are happy just taking it. And that's just going to allow the Sooners to eat more clock.
That's it's starting to get pretty elementary here. Patty Brand is demanding a way past his bedtime shout out. I would agree, Mike. Got to put that baby to bed.
It's way past my bedtime.
Yeah. Speaking of babies, OU's trying to cradle the win baby, but dispossessed. Ooh, Ole. This guy can scoot. Carries the ball down the field. Draws the adjacent man. Bucket. TCU needed that one. It's now 12-7.
That was Nick Freeberg. Encinitas, California.
Vreeberg, is that the song from Dazed and Confused?
There's a lot of songs in Dazed and Confused.
There's Russ Walker right here in the stands. Doak Walker, Highland Park freshman goalie. His dad. Shout out Mason Moon on winning the GRLC. BYU, Tendy from Allen, freshman keeper, started for the Cougars. Mason Moon is unbelievably good. The Texas goalie products out there right now is pretty unbelievable. You've got Mason Moon for BYU at the MCLA level, playing at a high level. You got Colby Knies from Highland Park playing for Penn State. Dan Morris at Maryland. He's from Dallas Jesuit. And then you've got Carson Bannister. He was the goalie of the year for Boston University in the Patriot League. And just kidding, that was the RMLC for Mason Moon. I blame Mike Brand for that.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Those are two incredibly different conferences.
Yes. TCU looking behind.
The quality of play in the SEC is
unbelievable.
At the top.
Oh, my goodness.
Very much.
That was a nice little fake there. TCU with the ball, down 5.
Yeah.
Need to get it going. There's no time to hang out. It's got to be, sense of urgency is now. Season is winding down. Oh my goodness, shimmy, shake.
Just send it just wide.
Carries, unable to get top side. Look in. Oh, bucket. Oh, bucket. It's a 4-goal game now, 3:19 left.
That was Caleb Staff. TCU showing some signs of life. They still got a little ways to go.
They do, but these games are so long.
We've had a long day. We've had a long rain delay.
We've had a long night.
But it would not upset me to watch some overtime lacrosse again today.
I'm always up for overtime.
We got one today. It wouldn't upset me to see another.
Oh, big win. Oh, unable to come away with that ground ball. Now, TCU is going to have to apply pressure.
They're going to have to pull a goalie in from behind and double the ball.
OU's done a pretty good job running with pressure so far. They get it to Hammond, their pressure handler. Gotta go. Gotta go. There's no time. Gotta apply all the pressure. Maybe Hammond gets his goal here.
I think Lawton needs to come out.
Oh, man. Arnold with 4.
Yeah, he's having quite a day.
He's heating up.
There's Mr. Dustin Purcell. Don't talk bad at him. He will kick you out of this facility.
I like that. That's a strong move. You don't got to go home, but you can't stay here.
Yeah. Yeah, get right out of here. We are going to stop this game until you are no longer in the stadium.
Go on and get. Go on and get. You're out of here. See you, buddy. Oh, nice little hockey there. A goose. Oh, my goodness, collision. That was legal, though. There's nothing illegal about that. There's another collision. OU. Let the bodies hit the floor. Nice little look up and over. It's the tricky spin on that one. Yeah.
Two minutes left, down 5. TCU's got to go right now.
So this is going to set up a rematch from a game earlier this year that OU won 9-4 in Norman. Do you think it's the same score?
Oh, no. I think home field advantage has a lot to do with this.
And the fact that they've been asleep for 40 hours.
Yeah.
George Stoya saying, stop saying buckets. Oh, you mean these buckets? Buckets is a great word. It rained buckets earlier.
It really did. barrels.
A barrel is a bucket of buckets. I could literally say buckets all day. Chirp, chirp. We're in hour 11. Psych, 13.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Setup time? Yeah, we got setup time. Little whammy. Carries over the top.
Rob Sweeney knocking that ball down.
Hitzelberger. Oh, Christensen. Christensen takes a look at the clock. Bye-bye. Missile.
Johnson.
He's Johnson is hype. I like it. Well,
53 left.
They're going to be all right if they throw the ball away because it's a five goal lead here with 50 seconds left.
What are some great spots that this tournament should be held?
Highlander Stadium. Bucket.
Logan Smith.
I got so excited I jumped out of my seat on that.
Logan Smith.
He scores.
Yeah.
38 seconds left.
In his last and final appearance as a TCU Horned Frog. He's a senior.
Some friendly chirping. I think that guy's his friend.
Yeah. OU fans giving the OU players the business.
Bold strategy, Con. Let's see how it plays out. Nice check there. Oh, that's a goalie ball. I'm a big fan of that. I like it when the goalie takes one step out and then just dives for the end line.
That's probably going to do it. And they don't count it. But it was pretty.
And that is how it's all going to end here. 13-9. OU outscoring TCU 10-6 after the rain delay. The Lightning played to be a factor because I feel like TCU kind of had some mojo early on. But that's it. Anthony Crimmins here. Cliff White, Lone Star Power Ranks at stickstarlax. Go ahead, tweet at us your thoughts, and we will prepare our notes for tomorrow. First game is at 11:30.
Yeah, bright and early.
That's fairly early. 11:30.
Brunch. Get your brunch.
That's right.
Your mimosas, your Bloody Marys, and put some lacrosse on.
All of that. The first game, UTD taking on Louisiana. Second game, I believe, 2:30?
Yes.
1:30? 2:30. That's going to be OU versus the home team, SMU. We'll bring it to you live, Six Star Productions. We're signing off. And that's it.
we go!
There's so many people who have done so many great things selflessly for our country.
When we see these men and women coming back with no arms, legs, or they have psychological issues, we have to stand behind them.
Shootout for Soldiers is something that we're very proud to be associated with.
You'll have 10 to 15,000 fans circulate through over the 24 hours.
Lacrosse is exploding nationwide.
It gets better and better every year, so the more people that come out, the better it's going to be.
This event is about using lacrosse as a platform to connect people and connect veterans in the community.
These men and women have served our country proudly for many years, and we try to do what we can to give back to them.
An event like this creates very, very strong awareness, very tangible interaction with veterans.
This is a good way for the girls to learn about why they have the freedoms that they have and to give back to the people that give so much to them.
I don't think most of us really understand the mental trauma and physical trauma that a lot of our veterans go through, and I think it's very important that we recognize them and support them 100%.
Shootout for Soldiers, since it started in 2012, has raised over $350,000 exclusively for Wounded Warrior Project. That is a massive impact, so we couldn't be happier to be a part of this event.
94 cents of every dollar we received from this event went straight to service members.
Just finished 24 hours. I think I checked and we raised $65,490.
We both played in the first game to kick off the 24-hour game. We got to stand together at the opening ceremony.
I've just been blessed. At my age of 57, I can still get up and run them down this field with some of the young guys.
The level of play is it's extremely competitive. It's clean, it's hard fought, but it's competitive. Stay tight, go, go, go!
We're out there having fun. Everybody's laughing when we're hitting. Good time.
It was certainly an honor just to be on the field with those guys.
It's really a way to spend time with my dad and to give back to the country and all the troops who have served and even the ones who have fallen for us.
The military is very strong in our family, and it's something that I hope my family will keep doing.
My daughter is a pilot in the Air Force, and we just want to support the military and all they do. We know the things that they give up.
I think it's a great cause just to give back to everyone who gave to us.
Why wouldn't you want to volunteer your time to the people that fight for our freedom in this country to enable us to play this great game?
Veterans need support, encouragement, positive opportunities for them to get together and engage with the community. Events like this give us something to live for. Give us something to hope for. Give us something on our calendar every year for us to look forward to doing. We really appreciate the opportunity to get out here and to be a part of this.
That's you. Yeah, here we go. Time. I can feel it right here. It's going to happen.
That's what it's all about right there.
Thank you, veterans!
Support those that have supported you.
It only takes 24 hours to make a difference.
Pick up a stick, come play.
Open up your heart. Do some good. Be selfless. In this really selfish world, find a way to do some good. And in some small way, say thank you.
Shootout for soldiers. Soldiers need you. The shootout needs you. Go do it.
Hoorah!
24 hours.
One game, one goal. Support our troops.